Welcome, Aquarius. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your June full moon reading. The full moon reading is inspired by the full moon on June 14th, and there are a couple of aspects. Saturn retrograding in Aquarius. The ruler of Aquarius is Uranus, which is in conjunction with Venus in Taurus. So there's a kind of interesting mix-up of comfort and intuition that is supporting us to make changes that we have understood are necessary, not only in our own lives, but in our environments or in the world at large. A thank you for all of you who have liked and subscribed and commented to my channel. I'm really deeply appreciative of all the support that you give me. So Aquarius, let's get started with overall energy. The Knight of Wands. This is indicating your quest for new inspiration, new ideas, new ways to work, new projects, ways to expand on what you have already been able to achieve. This is you feeling comfortable researching, networking, connecting with new people, and finding out more information so that you can grow as a person as a result of your ability to expand upon your skills and what you know. The 10th house, your social position, the way the world sees you, is the World card. And this theme, Aquarius, of accomplishing, completing something, being recognized and rewarded for the completion of a journey, a major project or job, is a theme that is running through for all signs at this time. And the full moon is allowing you the opportunity to recognize what it is you've gained from the efforts you've been able to complete. This achievement is the ways in which you are being seen in the world, seen by your community, and the way in which you are being rewarded and uplifted for your achievements by your community. The first house is the King of Pentacles. This shows you very comfortable in your mastery of manifesting material comfort, security, and protection. So this is you understanding your role as a leader, your role as an accomplished manifester, being able to be in a position of comfort, even pleasure, and ultimately of generosity. The same generosity that can be experienced through a community, you are able to embody this prosperity. You are able to model this prosperity and give back to your community as you are and have been rewarded by your community. This is you as a boss, as the one in charge of your life, and certainly able to generate increasing abundance. The fourth house, the Page of Swords. The fourth house is our home, and this indicates that there is a message, there is an ability for you to desire for you to cultivate a new set of skills that is enabling you to imagine and be inspired in a new direction based on new information. You are researching, you are gathering information, you are perceiving and shifting your perspective in a way that helps you to realize at least your own most authentic truth, and to pursue that clarity throughout within your own domestic sphere, at your rootedness. Perhaps you receive some information about your lineage, your family of origin, your ancestry. You may receive information about a new way of doing things that was not clear to you before. Whatever it is, you are desiring the cultivation of a new perspective that will aid in your research and quest for new ways to grow and expand. The seventh house has the Lover's card, and the Lover's card in the house of significant others can represent a choice or a decision that you're in a position to make at this time. In the traditional and old Egyptian deck published by the Brotherhood of Light, this card was called the Two Paths and indicates more or less the high road and the low road. In that regard, you are in a position to make a decision based on your long history of discriminating between best choices for yourself. You're able to recognize and choose your highest potential among the opportunities available. In relationships, you are basing your friendships and your connections, be they business or with regard to a larger audience, customer base, or with regards to your goals, the formulation of new goals, new ambitions. You are able to be more deeply in alignment with your greater potential. And this is based on greater self-knowledge you have about what serves you best. I'm going to clarify the King of Pentacles in the first house with the Three of Swords in the second house and the Nine of Pentacles in the third house. The Three of Swords indicates that your efforts, the information, the desire to shift your perspective at this time is based on a deeper understanding of some of the trials and tribulations you've been through. This appears to be particularly relevant to your material resources, but it's also about your values. You're recognizing that what appeared to be betrayals, heartaches, disappointments that you suffered in the guise of a victim are now allowing you deeper understanding and a deeper sense of responsibility about the ways in which you contributed to those disappointments. This is you taking ownership of those heartaches and recognizing the gifts that are available as a result of them. This is you deeply healing and deeply recognizing that you are now able, as the result of a shift in your perspective, a desire to shift your perspective, you have gained through this process. And part of what you've gained is this tremendous economic material independence. You are resourceful, you are abundant, and you have surrounded yourself with the fruits of your labors such that you are free now to invest in those new directions, new paths in such a way that you will not jeopardize what it is you've gained, what it is you've built. So you feel this tremendous self-reliance and support in your ability to perfect your material experience. And therefore you have been able to model that and be seen and recognized as the boss that you are. In the fourth house, the Page of Swords is clarified by the the Four of Cups and the Magician card. Your sense of your desire, your quest for newness is netting you a whole new perspective and whole new clarity about your ability to focus on what it is you wish to achieve. You're formulating that out of your experience of disappointment, the ways in which you are learning more about who you are and grounding this ability to manifest successfully in your emotional life, in your creative life. You have been able to receive what it is you've asked for recently in such a way that you've built this very firm emotional foundation, cultural foundation, as well as material foundation for yourself. And this is what remains. However, there's a certain amount of fatigue as a result of your ability to complete this cycle, your mastery of this cycle, and your desire to open up to new depths of appreciation, pleasure, and creativity, enjoyment of the things that you've earned. This is not feeling as new and unfamiliar to you as you would like. There's a restlessness here, a boredom here, perhaps because what it is you're asking for in terms of friendship, romance, collaboration, pleasure is not looking the way that you hoped it would. And in my experience, this card often is relating a big shift in our expectation that our needs will be supplied by others or something outside of ourselves. And this card is affirming that what you need, you have, as a precursor to the Magician that emphasizes the same message. You have all the tools at your command, and you have, in addition, the focus to be able to manifest this new project, this new path that is emerging out of your current completion, your current achievements. The Lovers in the 7th house is clarified by the Ace of Cups and the Empress in the 9th house. I am always cautious about predicting new love because that comes in so many various forms for most of us. However, I do see you opening up to a tremendous emotional abundance, this fertility, this openness to new ways to share resources with others. Perhaps it is a decision to open up and share resources with another or with significant others. This can be as relevant to any business endeavor as it is to our romantic or emotional spouses, those significant other partners in our life. This is really emphasized by the presence of the Empress card in the 9th house, which is really drawing out this message of choosing love, choosing openness based on your comfort in the material world. So that the Empress, this comfort in the material world is being magnified by your ability to allow the flow of love, resources, and energy into your life so that you need not be the initiator in all partnerships or areas of effort, but you are abundant. You are able to receive this abundance because you have embodied the qualities of abundance, resourcefulness, prosperity, and generosity. Understanding that everything is generative, and this appears to be a real magic key in your relationships, all of your relationships. And I'm feeling this tremendous sense of confidence in your ability to find pleasure, to relate to others, to be open to giving of yourself in such a way that you attract those resources that you need to move forward. This is a beautiful harbinger of love, of beginning something new, of beginning some deep healing work on behalf of others as a reflection of the healing work that you are doing for yourself. The World card in the 10th house is clarified by the Knight of Cups in the 11th house and the Hanged Man in the 12th house. The Knight of Cups is really drawing my attention to your ability, based on all this confidence, to explore. Continue to explore, not simply new business endeavors, new ways to work or be creative, new inspirations, but to explore your emotional depths, not only on your behalf, but on behalf of your associations. This is you bringing new creativity, infusing that, integrating that into the achievements that you've already been able to accomplish. What you've achieved, you're able to share very broadly and expansively. You're able to give that in such a way that this experience of continuous expansion of what it is you've already achieved is encouraging you to recognize that you want to shift your perspective. You want to gain a deeper healing that not only comes out of your authentic self-knowledge, but can be applied and expanded to all those communities that you are in contact with. This shows masterful networking and sharing of information, being a source to others at a great distance, being able to communicate a fertility, a richness and abundance of ideas, and being open to recognize that the ways in which you may have thought about your goals, your accomplishments, is now shifting. You are now consciously desiring an even greater shift. And this sacrifice that you are being asked to make is the sacrifice of the ego, which is coming easily for you at this time as you have recognized and accepted the confidence of what you've been able to accomplish. I'm going to finish up this reading, Aquarius, with a botanical inspiration card. And, I've pulled two cards. I'll take the top one. The card is a sweet pea, and the keywords are blissful pleasure. Joseph Campbell said, "Follow your bliss, and the universe will open doors where there were only walls." I love this. I'm going to keep this, finish off here, Aquarius, and thank you for your time and attention. And until next time, Namaste.